this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be getting into another date night makeup tutorial for you. And I've kind of been watching some other videos and I have a little bit of inspiration. So I'm just going to start. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I don't know the specifics. So we're just going to play with our makeup today. So first I'm going to prime, like normal, my Too Faced Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Face Primer. So I am just going to apply this to my problem areas. My nose, right here on my cheeks, a little bit on the chin, and on the forehead. I like to put some on the forehead just to kind of smooth out my wrinkles, as it were. So I just kind of press that in. And I do have my face moisturized, but I do have my SPF on because I spent some time outside today. Now that I have my garden completely done, I've been out there a lot. So it's really nice. But we've had kind of thunderstorms the last couple of days, so I just go out there to fertilize my flowers. I don't actually water them completely when I know it's going to rain for sure. Okay, so that is good. And now I'm not putting any other primer on my face because I don't really want that glowy or sparkly of a look. So I'm just going to go straight into my foundation. So I'm going to use my Tarte Founcealer today, but I'm going to mix both of these shades. This is 42 Tan Neutral, so 42N, and this is 35G Medium Golden. So I do want to get the Tan Golden, but I'm kind of waiting because I can't justify it. I need to wait until one of my foundations runs out before I can purchase more. So I did just do two. I just mixed them on the actual sponge itself. And now I'm just applying it. We're going to go straight in with concealer. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is the shade Medium Sand. Because again, I don't want to have any highlighted areas. I just want to cover up my dark circles. And sometimes I almost find that the darker I go on my under eye circles, the better they get covered. And of course, it's Tarte Shape Tape, so this stuff covers amazing, has really awesome coverage. So again, we're going to blend this out. I will bring a little bit up on the lid just to prime my lid's foreshadow a little later into this video. So again, because I only do my under eyes, this part hardly takes any time at all. Done, and then we're going to set with my Hourglass Veil, which I love this stuff. This stuff is magic. So I'm not really going to bake, but I am going to use my sponge to apply the powder to my under eye specifically, and then we'll use a brush for the remainder of the face. Now I don't really know about this specific powder, concealer, foundation combination, but I know that I love this specific foundation because it has like a very natural glowy look. Yes, it doesn't last forever, but at the same time, I'm not going to be out forever. I'm just having a date night, so it's not like I need it to last 12 hours. So I'm just going to set the rest of my face. And I didn't apply that much product, but already my forehead wrinkles are kind of creasing up and not too bad. I'm not really going to set the rest of my face like crazy because I did want to apply my Hollywood filter just on the areas where I kind of have a little bit more of a glow naturally. So I'm just going to take my small brush here from my F06 powder sweep and just kind of lightly dust away the powder around my eyes. There we go. And next, I'm just going to dab on a little bit of this Hollywood filter just with my fingers because I feel like with my damp sponge, now that I've kind of set my makeup, it's just going to pull it off, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to go right here. I love this shade. This is the shade 4 Medium, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 4 Medium. This is a really nice shade. And you guys know that I have really dark skin. I mean, and my shoulders are probably like deeper than tan right now. Okay, so just right in those areas. And now I'm just going to tap it out with my fingers. Because this is going to give a very natural glow, which is just kind of what we want. I don't want crazy glow. I want it to look like my skin is healthy and natural and glowy and moisturized. I might not even wear highlighter tonight. Did I say that? Okay. I don't even know if I want to set this product. It just looks so nice. I think we're just going to put bronzer on top and just kind of lightly dust it. That looks so good already. Ooh, this is why I hate getting product on my fingers. Okay. Yes, let's go in with the bronzer. Wow, I can't talk. So I'm just using my butter bronzer. Again, Physicians Formula. I just want it to be natural and, oops, and pretty and light and not like I've got tons of makeup caked all over my face. And this has like a little bit of a sheen to it, but not like a sparkle, which I really like. And we're going to make the eyes dark tonight to go with my off-the-shoulder dress. It's going to be so sexy and cute. Okay. And I think that about does it because I just don't want to overdo it. I'm not even going to contour. Imagine that. So skin looks very healthy and natural and glowy, which is what I want. And I smell like coconut and Coco Cabana. I'm going to be putting, yeah, this is, well, Copacabana. I'm going to use this. Very excited for that too. Okay. Next, I was going to do eyebrows, but we're going to blush just because it's right in front of me. So I'm going to use my Too Faced Peach Papa Don't Peach just on the cheek area. That is it. And just very light because I don't want to have glaring pink cheeks tonight. And you know what? I don't even like how shiny that is. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of my Hourglass veil and just kind of lightly brush over the top of it. Because, come on, I like glow, but I don't like that much glow. I like natural. Sometimes I like natural. I want natural skin. Let's just keep it at that. The lips, the eyes you can doll up, but natural is pretty. Okay, that is all I'm doing for skin. Can you believe it? I'm not even going to highlight. Crazy. All right, so okay, let us go in over the eyebrows. So I'm just going to skip through this part because you guys know this takes forever. You don't need to see it. If you do want to see it, you can either watch my eyebrow video, which I will link for you. Watch that eyebrow video, girls and gentlemen. And if you so desire, I will do another one for you. Just request. We'll be right back. So eyebrows are done. Liner is done. I did use my Avon True Color Blackest Night waterproof eyeliner to rim the waterline of the upper and lower lash lines. And now we're just going to go right into shadow. So what I want to do, this is kind of the plan. So I want gold. I want to, not like crazy gold, but gold on the lid, but with like a deeper crease and a deeper outside. And then the bottom lash line, I want dark. So we're going to start with an E40. And I'm going to use actually my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. This is just the regular one, so no shimmer. And I'm actually going to use this lighter color here to start. So it's very, very light, but I just want to define the crease just a little bit. Just right here. And I'm not going to be doing this. This part is going to be very kind of blown out. It doesn't really matter where the color goes, just kind of keeping it to the upper crease. So not going all the way up to my brow bone, just under. And then we will go in with a E35 next. And I am going to deepen up that crease. E35, where are you? There you are. Okay, so we're going to go in with this next darker shade here. And actually, we're going to mix these two just to be crazy because it's date night, so why not? So now my makeup is already done. So you're going to tap. Like that brush has never been tapped before. Okay, again, a little bit lower than that previous color, right in that crease. So now you can definitely see some definition going on here. And I'm also going to bring it out a little bit to the edge of the eye. It's going to be a little bit of a blown out look. I'm not doing any precise edges here. I'm not even really rounding out the outside eye area around the outer corner. And I am not going to be doing a cat eye either. Okay, and now we're going to be even more precise. So next I'm going to go in with an E25. And of course, again, you guys know these brushes are all by Sigma. They're my favorite. E25. I'm going to go in with an even darker shade now. So this one here, it is a warmer dark shade, and definitely tap off your brush. Okay, and we're just going to concentrate this color at the outer corner, bringing it up into the crease slightly. So I'm doing this really, really quickly, but only because I'm kind of in a rush. Why do I always seem to be in a rush? You know why? It's because the brewery where we're heading is closing soon. So we need to get our beer fix in before we go to our favorite karaoke place, or was our favorite karaoke place, because they don't have any beer. I'm sorry, Canadian and Bud Light and all that crap beer just doesn't cut it anymore after you've been to a brewery. Spoiled for life. Okay, so we just keep on packing on that dark color. And you know, honestly, before I even add that gold, I'm just going to do the lower lash line right now, because why the hell not? So even to be a little bit more daring, because I did use black eyeliner, and usually you guys know I like dark eyeliner. I love dark eyes. I take advantage of it because my eyes are dark. But I usually stick to brown liner just because it's not so harsh. But because I am wearing a black dress and my skin is very tan, I feel comfortable applying a little bit of black to the outer corner. So I am going to do that. And this black shade in this palette blends out just gorgeous. So I'm just adding a tad of black and just kind of mixing the black and the brown that I've been using just a little bit. And the black has a huge color payoff, so you honestly don't need much at all. There we go, and I feel like I haven't used this palette in a while because I've been into my Jeffree Star palettes and Natural Lust palette, but this one, if you're just looking for brown eyeshadow, this is like the best color payoff. Honestly, it's the first one other than my Too Faced natural eye palettes that I ever purchased. This kind of recommendation from Emily Jean, like that other YouTuber I watch. She lives in Michigan. She's really cool. She's like kind of where I first started getting into makeup because I was watching her videos. And I'm actually a little sad because she kind of stopped doing. She does a lot of try-on hauls and a lot of weekly vlogging, but she doesn't really do makeup videos anymore, which makes me sad because I really liked. She was like my first inspiration. Okay, so next, we are going to go in with. What I want to do is stamp some color with an E15 on the lower lash line and then kind of slowly start to blend it out. So here, I found one of my E15s. Before we actually go into the black, or do we want to just go into black? Let's go into black. We're going to be daring. So just stamp it right on the E15. So any liner brush will work, but I like using like a really fat liner brush because you can cover more eye area. So I'm just going to stamp it right up against that black liner that kind of came down when I applied it. Just put a little bit more on. I am bringing it all the way around because that's where I put my liner. Don't be afraid if it looks harsh because we are going to blend it out. We will use brown to blend it out. There we go, and I have a little bit of fallout, so I'm just going to kind of gently wipe it away with my F06 powder sweep. Black can be very dangerous. So now I'm going to go in with a wet brush because I feel pretty confident that a wet brush is going to give me the best color payoff with this gold shade. And I'm actually using my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette just because I feel like I haven't used it on my channel. So I'm using my E54 medium sweeper. I'm actually going to use this one, which I haven't really focused on. It's my Milani Make It Last setting spray. Usually I use my Make It Dewy, which I love, but I'm going to start using this one because I like it. I like it a lot. We'll use it to set the face too. So I'm going to go in with chocolate gold. So it's the only really gold, pure gold shade in this palette. Oh yes, honey. Yes. Okay. And I'm not bringing the gold anywhere other than staying on the top lash, like the top lid. I don't want to bring it down to the bottom. We're just going to buff that out with brown. So I'm just going to bring it right up into the crease here. That is so pretty. So I'm just going to keep it out just in case when I start to kind of blend the dark into the gold, that in case it goes away, that we'll be able to re-blend it. So I'm actually going to take a pencil brush now and I'm just going to focus on the lower lash line a bit. So I'm going to take this brown color here that I used on the top, and I'm just going to tap it off and blend out this black on the lower lash line. I might actually go into this like brown, like reddish brown too. I might just kind of go halfers with this brush. Okay, and then what we're going to do is take another clean E25, and now we're just going to dip it into the lightest shade over here with a little bit of that red shade, and just one, tap it off, and just buff out that color even lower, but just slightly. So you can see it's nice and dark, but it's really, really well blended. I'm really liking that. So that's perfect. Lash line, I don't want to touch it anymore. But now we kind of have to go back and deal with whatever this is going on. So I'm going to take I won't even take this original brush because it's got black on it and I don't want more black on my eye. So I'm going to use the one we just used to blend out the lower lash line. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of this red color and a little bit of this brown now. Tap off the brush and just kind of gently blend out that crease and blend out this dark color right here. And I'm just going to bring it up slightly. And you can just kind of see how that's blending out perfectly here. There we go. And then I might again want to just go on to the outer edge there. But I don't think I want to add any more black. I think I'm just going to dip into this color here and just add to the outer corner. I know I haven't really done a gold look and I wanted to do an all gold eye, but I sometimes think that like all gold on the lid is just really, really bright, unless you do kind of like a lighter gold or like a gold with a different sheen to it, like almost like a silver gold. And actually, that's something we could totally do is add sparkle, because I haven't really even thought of that. We're gonna go into my Tarte. It's a Good Vibes and High Tides and Good Vibes palette. Yes, we're totally gonna do that. Okay, so I'm happy with how that looks. So again, I'm just going to sweep away any fallout, and even if you feel comfortable with it, you can use a little bit more powder just to wipe that away, just like so. Now, I know I'm not going to actually highlight the face. We could, but I feel like my skin is glowy enough without highlighter on it. So I'm actually just going to take my champagne shade of my Flower Beauty palette, this one right here, and I'm going to add a little bit to the inner corner, because why kind of have to highlight the inner corner with a look like this. So I'm going to go in, highlight. There we go. Just makes it look brighter, makes your eyes look more open. Little bit up here. And just because I want to, I just want to put some right here. And just a little bit right on my top of my bridge of my nose here. Can't even really see it. Okay. And maybe just on the tip of my nose, just a tad. And maybe just on the cupid's bow, just not on the cheeks this time. Alright, so now I'm just going to give my face a spray, because I don't really want my makeup to go anywhere. So I'm just going to spray it with this Make It Last Milani setting spray. And I'm just going to go in and do lips. I'm totally doing this backward, but I don't even care. I'm going to use my 09 Spice by Milani Color Cement Lip Liner. And I'm just going to go straight in with my MAC lip gloss in See-Through. And I'm going to blend in that lip liner. So no, I'm not putting lipstick on, but this is pretty nice as well. And done. So it looks natural and a little glassy. Lip gloss glassy. Totally, I think that's kind of the effect. But we're going to go in and put a little bit of sparkle on the gold, over top the gold, because I've been dying to see what this looks like. So this is the palette we'll be using. And oh yes, okay. So I'm going to take the Champagne Beach. It's not even gold, it's like this Champagne Beach color. And I'm just going to put it right over top. Huh. Alright, well that's definitely sparkly. and good. No more than that. Perfect amount. All right, so another spray of this stuff just to make sure it does not go anywhere. Probably should have used like a glitter glue because I don't really want any falling out on my cheeks, but it's gonna probably happen before the end of the night. And I want to line my upper lash line before I put lashes and mascara on. So I'm going to use my Better Than Sex, and I'm going to do all three of those things that I just mentioned, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. So I will let you know that I used my L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Mascara in Blackest Black and my Kiss Lashes in the style Flirty. So these ones, I did not cut them at all, but when you do apply them, make sure you're really careful when you pull them off with tweezers. I'd recommend using your fingers to pull them off instead because the band is very, very delicate. You can see it's not a very thick band at all, and you will rip them. So just be very, very careful. And that is the completed look, you guys. So I am going to let my hair down. I've got it in a bun, so it just curls naturally for me. I will just kind of put some of this product on my shoulders. So it is pretty dark. It smells divine. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to put some into this little brush here and then just kind of dot it all over my chest and neck. And just use the brush to blend it in a little bit. And this stuff, I wouldn't mind putting this stuff on my face, but obviously if you've got your makeup done, you don't really want to do that. So it kind of gives you a nice little pretty glow. And that is it. So I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this date night look, and please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. Hit that bell button down below to be notified every single time I post a video. That way you will not miss any single one. And give that thumbs up button a click as well if you like this video. We will see you guys next time. Happy date night. Have a great evening.